there's a lot of guys who are competing right now, which obviously is always great to have competition in that offensive line room. And obviously with the new coach, learn new things. We were always so blessed to learn from Coach Riley and having the opportunity now to learn from another guy, learn new things. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's just all about moving the guy in front of you. But as an offensive line, as a core, I feel we have a great relationship together. We have new guys playing next to each other, so kind of filling out the first few practices. But going forward this spring, I feel like it's getting better every day.
What's it like not having Riles around?
Man,
yelling at you.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you what. I mean, first of all, Coach Riley wanted an awesome opportunity for him. Like, yeah, I think for him and his family, being the head offensive line coach for the Dallas Cowboys, wow, it was really cool for him. Learned so much from him, not only football-wise, but just from life. So not having Riles around, obviously, it's a big difference, a different dynamic as well. I know you know Riles' fiery personality, which we all loved it, and he loved us, and the reason why he always cared about us so much was he got on us and he wanted to see the best from us. But definitely different, but we're also very lucky to have Coach Le Pac with us now.
So you kind of settled in at one of the guard spots right now?
Yeah. Right now I've been playing some right guard. I have the ability to play both guard spots, even bump out a tackle. I know last year I had the opportunity to play a little bit of tackle. So wherever they need me, I think for me the biggest thing is to do whatever it takes for this team to win football games wherever they need me. So,
what do those tackle spots look like right now?
Right now there's obviously a lot of competition. I mean, we lost Easton Kilty, Carter Willis, so we have guys coming in. Some young guys getting opportunity. Like I feel like Gus Hawkins has done a good job of competing, and George Fitzpatrick, Brandon Snape, both two new guys coming in and really working hard, trying to prove themselves and getting comfortable out at that tackle spot.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
How has your relationship grown with Coach Le Pac, and what's that been like this spring?
Yeah, Coach Le Pac, I mean, I'll tell you what, we came in at the same time together. First, he was an offensive analysis. He worked with the O-line for a little bit and then transitioned with the tight ends. But Coach Le Pac, I was telling him, one of the smartest people you'll meet, really great personality, and the dynamic between him and the offensive line, we've really grown to love him already. So the biggest thing with Coach Le Pac, too, I think we learned so much from Coach Riley, and learning some different perspective about the offensive line and how you get things done has been really cool to see, kind of pick Coach Le Pac's brain apart compared to Riles. So I think it's only been beneficial, and going forward, can't wait to learn more from him. So.
And then, just being a younger coach, does that, in terms of relatability, like you can relate to him more, he can relate to you, does that kind of go into anything?
Maybe a little bit. I think Coach Le Pac, it's crazy because we always look back and he just played at Oklahoma not too long ago, which for sure he's a young guy, but at the end of the day, if he knows ball and he has a good relationship with his players, like that's all that matters.
Tobi, you're kind of an older guy in the room now. What have you kind of learned? How have you kind of stepped up, brought some of these new guys up with you as the spring ball has kind of started up here?
Realizing that I'm going to be the older guy in the room, I feel like I stepped up in my leadership role, not only just trying to understand the plays, but making sure the other guys in the room understand the plays, and just being there for them whenever they have questions or whenever they have any problems with learning our defense or any problems from day-to-day life, really. So.
Yeah, and we've talked a lot about Coach Kleiman last week, Coach Malone this week, Coach True's strength program, and how you guys kind of evolved that this year. How do you feel like that's helped you?
Yeah, it helped me a lot. I feel like I was a guy that, sometimes I had trouble keeping on my muscle mass, but I feel like this longer time period of actually lifting and concentrating on gaining our muscle really helped me gaining solid weight, not only just more fat or just weight, but actual muscle weight. And I feel like I realized that in spring ball with my strength-wise against O-linemen.
Tobi obviously had a role last year and expect to have a big role this year. What was sort of the biggest focus in the offseason to get yourself ready for having a bigger role in the defense and playing a little bit more than maybe you did last year?
I feel like one of the things I learned from last year was not just like a next play mentality. I feel like last year I tried to be perfect. Last year I tried to do everything right, but if I didn't do anything right, that kind of like weigh on me till the next play. So I feel like the difference this year is a next play mentality, and of course just working on my skill sets and working on mobility around the edge.
I know there's a lot of young corners, and that's not really your position in the room, but for the defense, what can the defensive ends and sort of the pass rush do to help them, take a little bit of the load off them, knowing that you guys play a lot of man coverage like that?
Yeah, I'm sure the corners don't want to guard one-on-ones for, you know, the whole field or run around with the receiver for the whole field. So it's up to us to make their job easier, to make the quarterback rush their throw, or make the quarterback not make good decisions in the pocket. So that's the plan, that's trying to help out the corners so they're not just guarding a receiver the whole time.
There's been any newcomers so far who have sort of wowed you as a guy who's stepped right in and been able to impact the game at a high level?
For corners, since we're on the topic, I'll say J-Ro from Oklahoma. I feel like he's a bigger corner, so I mean, seeing film of him jamming receivers is kind of like a little crazy. So I feel like that's someone who's caught my eye.
What are some goals you've got this year for both yourself and for position group, team-wise? What do you got?
As a position group, I want to lead the country in sacks.
I like it.
For the team, I want to make it to the CFP because I feel like we have too many athletes, too many playmakers to not make it to the CFP. And for personal goals, I just want to keep helping out my team any way I can.
Yeah.
Do you prefer rushing from the outside?
It doesn't really matter to me, but if I had my choice, I'd rather rush from a 3. You know, them guards are a little bit slower, a little bit easier rushing in there.
And also, I think Tobi was. Where have you seen? I know he kind of adjusted to the end position last year.
Mm-hmm.
What have you seen from him?
Yeah, Tobi's had a lot of growth. When he first came here, he was doing all types of stuff, and just I feel like every practice he's just getting better and better. Each practice and each game, he's learning from his mistakes and just becoming a great end.
Have any newcomers on the defensive side stuck out to you?
On the defense, yeah, we have. I like Darian Whitaker. He's playing pretty good, and then Big Mac or Malcolm Crowder. He's not new. He came last year, but he's definitely took some tremendous strides from last year. He's learning how to practice better and becoming a football player.
What was your biggest play last year?
I'd probably just say that sack in the Ray Bowl when we were down 17 points and we were on a swing coming back. I think it was that one before we went down there and scored and took the lead. I'd probably say that one right there is a momentum swinger.
What's your personal goals for the spring? Either working with True and improving your body, or working on your game. What's your thoughts on getting better this spring?
I feel like just being a technician and becoming a better football player and not really like wasting movements or wasting steps, just small little parts of my game where I can become better.